How's it going out there? It's the Redneck Preppy with you, and today, another Bubba Guns video, Volume 2. I've been finding so many examples of bubba'ed guns recently that, despite my intention to only do this once a month, I think I could do this on a probably near daily basis. Anyway, that said, like I said, we got another edition of Bubba Guns. Guns from all countries and all time periods. So we got a good variety of, air quotes, good content. So sit back, relax, and listen to me rage at some of the shoddiest and most horribly thought out examples of Bubba gun smithery. It's a plague that doesn't seem to go away, just like a certain disease from China, which we're not allowed to mention on YouTube. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Let us begin. Well, what would an episode be without a Mosin Nagant M9130? Such a horrible, horrible thing to happen to this rifle. So much effort to make a 130-year-old three-line rifle look pretty while simultaneously destroying the historical nature of a military rifle. The only question I gotta ask is why? You haven't made the rifle any more accurate by adding that horrendous scope on that what looks like homemade mount. You've got yourself a $5 bipod in the front and a wood stock, which I have to admit, at least the work on that looks pretty darn decent. But a thumb hole stock, I don't know, what is this, like California, and stuff welded to, or riveted anyway, to the side of the receiver. I don't get it, but whatever. Oh, if you got an F9130, why not follow up an SKS 45, right? Can't afford a modern bullpup, just ruin an SKS 45. Normally I'd blame Canadians for screwing up SKSs. It's kind of a national sport up here to bubba these rifles. But bullpupping a rifle here is actually illegal, so I'm going to blame the US. That's what you get for electing Joe Biden. That said, there are a lot of Canadian hearts probably beating quickly because, man, there is a certain subset of SKS bubbaers that really want to turn this rifle into a bullpup rifle. Either way, the workmanship is fine, but damn, it just looks stupid. Whatever. Another whatever. What the actual damn is this? It was like someone wanted a Krinkov, but they also wanted a cowboy gun, but they couldn't afford either, so they just ruined one rifle. Yes, this was an AK rifle at one point. I'm not entirely sure what the hell it is now. All I know is that Mikhail Kalashnikov is somewhere going, "Nyet! A rifle was fine." Somewhere he's simultaneously weeping and in a rage. Well, if he wasn't dead. Alright, let's palate cleanse after those horrible commie rifle examples. Now, proving assholes can ruin anything. How about a Swiss K31 that's been tacticooled out the ass? Folks, you know what? A K31 can be stupid accurate, but it's not a modern sniper rifle. Why ruin a fine lady? Really, it's like taking a lovely girl like Heidi from them Swiss children's books and dressing her up in bondage gear. You're not really getting what you want. Well, hopefully anyway. Okay, I don't know what this originally was. Maybe a Mac 10, although it doesn't have the right profile behind the trigger. But I do know what it is in another sense. Dumb. Now, I have a feeling this was a joke build in today's world. I think there's somebody actually out there that did this for real and absolutely loves it. Now, folks, I know AR-15s are a dime a dozen, but I'm still actually annoyed by this. I actually happen to like woodstock AR-15s. They can be absolutely amazing, but this one is just ruined by that horrible rear keyhole stock. Really, there isn't much more to say about this. If they were to change out that rear stock, it would probably look awesome. Okay, here's our first example of I wish I had that rifle but couldn't afford it. Now, I know everyone wants a Dragunov sniper rifle. They are awesome as hell, but they are also expensive as hell. Sweet Jesus, why ruin a perfectly good Lee Enfield to get a rifle that's not a sniper rifle? I don't know. At least they took a rifle with a rimmed cartridge to pretend they made another rifle with a rimmed cartridge. So I suppose I can credit them for some kind of consistency. Anyway, please don't do this. Save up your pennies, get a real Dragunov or PSL or whatever you want. Okay, I know Kar 98Ks aren't exactly that rare, but I don't understand the thinking of taking one and converting it to shoot 45 ACP. This puzzles me more than I actually am angry about it. You know, unless it's like some kind of Russian capture Kar 98K with an absolute sewer pipe for a bore, this was just taking a good rifle and really doing something really stupid with it. So, congrats to that owner. Now, friends, what would you do if you came into possession of an M1903 A3 Springfield, a rifle that was so sported in past decades that prices for unmolested ones are pretty high these days, especially since the CMP will never sell any more of them? How about if it was an M1903 A3 that was in Cosmoline, in beautiful condition, and with rifling so crisp that it was like cooked bacon? Well, most people wouldn't do this, but why not sporterize it and put it up for sale as a hunting rifle? Apparently some guy in Pennsylvania did this, making me hate that state now. Look, folks, if you come across an M1903 A3 Springfield in beautiful condition, don't it up. Please. Here's another stupid decision with an American war rifle. Let's take an M1 Garand that works perfectly fine, remove the gas system, and turn it into a straight pull bolt action rifle. What? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm actually going to cheer for the zombies when the apocalypse comes. I cannot defend humanity once this sort of thing happens, especially to an M1 Garand. Sure, why not? Let's continue on with the trend of classic American firearms being ruined. Now, you're probably wondering what's wrong with this one. Well, look at the rear sight. Yes, it's an aftermarket sight. But Redneck, why are you so pissed off? This particular Colt 1903 pocket hammerless Type 1 is stupid rare. And with its serial number, it proves that it was manufactured in the second year of production. Now, at some point, some jackass didn't like the crap sights that pistols of this era had and decided to hack on a new rear sight. It's just awful. You know, I actually checked, and Jesus wept when he saw this one. I don't know what this one was. I feel like I recognize it. It might have been a Lee Enfield at some point. But what I do see here is still pretty bad. A cheap scope, a probably fake suppressor, and it's been chambered in, I don't know, what could be 9mm or 22. Kind of hard to tell. Not much scale in this picture. All I know is it's so mediocre, I'm just going to move on. So yeah, red dot sights are the new now for pistols, but I think the owner of this revolver might have been a little enthusiastic. And to go along with the Chinesium red dot sight is a flashlight. This whole thing is like putting a turbocharger on a Model T Ford. It's nice that you can do it, but maybe really you shouldn't have. Ugh. Alright, that's it for this episode. My blood pressure's already skyrocketed and my cardiologist just texted me to tell me to relax, chill out. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Actually, I hope you didn't. I hope you were angry and annoyed too. But at least hopefully entertained, so that's a good thing. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'll probably crank out a couple more of these in the next couple of months. Feel free to give the video a like as well. As always, please don't sporterize your military surplus rifles. They have a sense of history and all they want to do is be left alone. I hope you have yourself a great day and may all of your shots ring true. Take care. Bye-bye.